Mr. Ford presents Most Excellent PowerPoint Tips.
Hi and welcome to another episode of Mr. Ford's Most Excellent PowerPoint Tips. In this video, we're going to be at the bar with PowerPoint. Now, in the last video, we took a look at the 4 panes of PowerPoint. In this one, I want to take a look at the bars that make up the program window, that make up your PowerPoint experience. Up here, we have the title bar, part of or top of the program window. Now, first of all, the program window, any application you launch in Windows launches in its own windows, and this window is called the program window. So up here is the program window. At the very, very top is the title bar, and the title bar has several components that we need to be aware of. The first one is over here called the Quick Access Toolbar. Now, if you watched the other video that I did on Mr. Ford's Most Excellent Word Tips, we talked about the Quick Access Toolbar. The very, very cool thing about all Microsoft Office products is they have a very familiar, very similar, very much a clone of their own interface. So if you learn how to use it on Word, you know how to use it on pretty much all of the Office products, and the same thing goes for PowerPoint. So up here we have the Quick Access Toolbar, and you can add things and take away things by clicking right there. We also have the name of the presentation. So the name of this presentation is At the Bar with PowerPoint. We have over here a ribbons display options. We can play with our ribbons, which we'll talk about ribbons in just a second. We have our help button right here, our Microsoft PowerPoint help. And of course, we have the 3 stooges sitting over here, the minimize, the maximize, and the close. And this will close out the application, unlike a Mac, where you just not only close, but you have to go over to the left side and close it out as well. Totally tangent, don't worry about it. Moving on to the ribbons. Over here is our ribbon area, and we have different tabs, and Microsoft has tried to group functions under these tabs which kind of make sense to be together. So for example, your home contains probably your more common things that you're going to want to do, more common functions that you're going to want to do, new slides, layouts, play with your fonts, things like that. Your insert tab is going to open, well, you guessed it, things that you can insert into your presentation. For example, word art, text boxes, images, things along those lines. Your design tab is going to open up your themes and places that you can play with your different designs, let your inner designer out. Your transition is how you go from one slide to the other with style. Now watch out, don't go crazy with these transitions. Too many new PowerPoint users go absolutely bonkers when it comes to new transitions, and they'll have 5 slides with 10 different transitions, and everyone gets really annoyed. Animations. Quick word about animations. PowerPoint is incredibly powerful to do a lot of stuff with it. People aren't even aware of it. For example, back when I was still developing courses for other clients and other people working for the man, I created entire storyboards using PowerPoint, playing with animations that were interactive. People could click on things, there was timing, and all that good stuff. Now, that's not the best way to do it, but you can do it with PowerPoint. Slideshow, how do you set up your slideshow presentation? You can set it up for different types of views and all that good stuff. Your review button is just what that sounds like. You can set it for reviewing. So spell check, you can add comments from other people, or people can comment on your things back and forth. And our view button to see different types of views of your presentation. Finally, we have our status bar. So we've been talking about everything up here, everything up here, everything up here. The status bar is all by itself at the bottom of your screen. Down here along the bottom is your status bar. Over here, we can see how many slides are in this presentation, as well as what slide we're on. We can check our spelling down here, see if there's any spelling errors. We can turn on and off our notes. Now check this out. Remember from our panes thing? Over here, we can turn that on and off. We can turn on and off our comments. So if you want to send this out to review, let me get rid of this task pane here. We can turn on and off our comments. We have our different view options: normal, slide sorter, reading. Escape out of that one. Our presentation view, which is actually that's our slideshow. This will launch the presentation. And we can also play with our zoom button. We can zoom it in and zoom it out. Let me go fit to what we have. So that is, in a nutshell, the different bars that we find in our PowerPoint. As always, if you have any questions or comments, and I need questions from you guys, if you have any questions about PowerPoint or Word, please send it to me. I'm always looking for good questions to answer. Send it to me at mrford@mrfordsclass.net. You can also contact me on Twitter at mrfordsclass. Of course, get in on the conversation at Facebook at Mr. Ford's Class Learning. And as always, please be sure to like, subscribe, and tell your friends. Until later, goodbye, and have a great day.